Hi everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of Pounds and Inches, a board game review series where we bring you a review every time one of us loses a pound or an inch.
That's right. So it's been a little bit since we had an episode. We went on a couple of vacations, one of which was Gen Con, which was a great time. Brought home some new games, some new expansions, some new gaming accessories, and a couple pounds too. So that is why I had to work a little extra hard to work off those pounds and then get down another pound. So if you're following my review series, we do another review every time we want to lose a pound or an inch. And so as of today, I'm at 410, which makes this episode 410.
And 157.
All right, so down 15 pounds in total. Pretty excited about that. But today we're talking about Seven Wonders Duel. So what do you get when you get the box?
You get a lot of stuff. First, we do want to mention that we're talking about the expansion as well. So it's Seven Wonders the Duel and then Seven Wonders the Duel Pantheon. So everything we're talking about incorporates both of those things. So we just want to mention that. You get this board. This is the military tracker. You get a bunch of cards, the God cards, the Wonders cards. You get the chits that come with them, the bonus tiles, and then these chits. And then this is part of the Pantheon expansion. And then your cards that you're drafting throughout the game.
That's right.
So how does this game play?
So basically, if you're familiar with the game Seven Wonders, it's very similar. You're getting dealt a hand of cards. You keep one, you pass the rest. You keep one, you pass the rest, and you draft your cards that way. In the two-player version of Seven Wonders Duel, what's happening is there's a large tableau of cards laid out before you, and some are face up, some are face down. The ones that are face down, they get revealed once all the cards in front of them, that are laid on top of them, are removed, and you're drafting the cards from that tableau. You take turns taking one card, paying its cost. You can also discard a card for money, which can be helpful and strategic as well. And you're trying to get your engine going and trying to get so you can build better and better cards. The game is played over 3 ages, and the cards are more and more expensive, but also more and more beneficial as time goes on. All right, so for instance, your brown and your gray cards are going to be giving you some resources. The red cards give you military strength. The green cards are your science. The blue cards are just straight up points. And the yellow cards, they call them merchant cards. They kind of help you get your engine going. You give some discounts, help you with some money, that kind of thing. So basically, you're going to keep on going, trying to build up some points. However, points is not the only way to win in this game, which is a pretty cool thing. You can win by having the most amount of points if the game lasts all the way to the third age. You play to the end of the third age, whoever has the most points wins. However, as Bethany mentioned, there is a military track here going on. It's kind of a tug of war, push and pull little thing. As you build military cards, the track goes back and forth. And once one player gets all the way to the end, they automatically win the game, regardless of how many points the other player has.
Or where you are in the game.
Exactly. So you want to keep an eye on that. Don't let anybody run away with that. And also there is some science symbols that we mentioned in the cards. You can also get them via some of the tokens. But there are 7 tokens in the game, or 7 of those science symbols in the game. And if you ever get to 6 of those symbols, the game automatically ends and you become the winner. So those are 2 ways the game can end early. So you need to kind of watch that. Don't let somebody run away with something. You need to be kind of focusing on all 3 things at once: the points, the science, and the military. And that makes the game have a pretty cool balance to it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things to like about this game, which is probably why it's so popular. I really like the balancing aspect that comes through the military tracker and through the science as well. There's just a lot of different ways to win and also a lot of different ways to block people. So I like that you have that option, and if you see somebody going for something and if you know you can't stop them, you can try and do military if you see somebody going up with a bunch of scientists, and so they have to stop what they're doing for a little bit in order to battle you on that. So I like that they have that kind of tug of war in these 3 different aspects of the points, science, and military in the game. And I also really like how the cards are revealed. Just that hidden knowledge, while you all know the same thing, it really has that feel of card drafting when you're actually... card drafting like you do in Seven Wonders, passing the cards back and forth when you're drawing from that tableau. I really like that. I really like how the cards are revealed, how you take them, how you can potentially block a player from getting a card. I don't know if Ryan mentioned this, but a card has to be completely exposed for you to be able to choose it. So that might change how you choose to decide to pick a card, depending if you want to block somebody or not. So I really like those aspects.
Yeah, and Seven Wonders, the original game, did have a 2-player variant, and we tried it, It was not. It was very clunky. There was a kind of an AI or a dummy character, and it was clunky and it just didn't work. This is just a much smoother system for two-player version of Seven Wonders. And also, we didn't talk about Pantheon very much. So the Pantheon board, when you add in the expansion, it's a little board that plugs in right just like that, and you're adding these god cards that are going to get added to the board and over the course of the first age, and then after that you're able to buy them during the second and third age, and they're some big swinging cards, lots of points, lots of money, special abilities come out, and so that's also something you don't want to ignore if you're playing with the Pantheon expansion. Adds a new variety, new cool stuff that can happen, and so I like the expansion. It adds enough variety to keep it around.
Yeah, I am going to save what I don't like about this game until we get further down talking about it.
All right. Well, as far as the game goes, it does cost $30 if you're interested in the expansion. It's $20 or so online. So $50 all in, but there's a lot of replayability there with the way the cards come out and the shuffling and a lot of variety.
And we actually spent a little more than that because we got the broken token insert for this game.
Yeah, unfortunately, the original insert did not accommodate sleeved cards, and also did not accommodate the Pantheon expansion. So I wanted to keep shelf space as open as possible, and therefore decided to get the broken token insert, which keeps it all quite nicely in there.
Yeah. So this is a very popular game. A lot of people love and admire this game, and it is a great game. However, for me, there are some games that I can only lose at so many times before I start to not like it. There's other games that I can lose at forever. Castles of Magic and Liquid, I don't think I've won a single play of that, and I still love playing it. So I don't know what the difference is between that game or this game. If any of you guys have any type of psychological insight, let me know as to why that is. But I don't ask for this game a lot because, like I mentioned earlier, I mean, I've probably had 15, 20 plays of this game, and I've won once. And that has tarnished my opinion of the game.
And I play with my brother-in-law, and we have about a 50-50 win ratio. So it's, in my personal opinion, this is one of the best two-player games ever made. It gives you that feel of Seven Wonders, but it was built from the ground up with two players in mind. So everything's very well balanced, again, in my opinion. And I just think that it's really clever. We didn't really talk about the Wonders much, but the way the Wonders come out and the way you build those, everything about this is just, I just love this game. I'll play it anytime. It's 30-45 minutes tops, and there's always tension with the different ways the game can end, and I really love that. So yeah, I highly recommend this game for two players who want to go head to head and have a mental tug of war.
Yeah, I do want to thank everybody for listening with a little bit of background noise. We do have our two children running about this time. We're filming it in the afternoon. Risky behavior.
Usually try to find either nap time or while they're asleep.
Yeah.
Super Cat's been off being super somewhere, so
yeah.
You might hear her in the background. All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in. We love hearing from you guys. Feel free to follow us on our YouTube channel at Pounds and Inches, or on our blog at boardgamegeek.com, Pounds and Inches. You can leave comments, subscribe to us. We're happy to hear from you guys, any feedback you might have about weight loss, health, or board games.
All right. Well, until next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone.